In today's video, we're talking all about Fujifilm's latest firmware update 4.0, and we're going to talk about the new Reala Ace Film Sim. What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me as always. Now, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, my name's Pete. I am a headshot and portrait photographer with a studio in New York, and I use Fujifilm, and I love talking about Fujifilm. If you are new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and gently press that like button. There's no need to smash it. And leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this video. So let's get right into it. Fujifilm recently released the 4.0 firmware update for the X-T5 and for the X-Trans 5 cameras. And the biggest, coolest part about this update is that we now have Reala Ace film simulation. So that's what we're going to talk about. And I will just not bury the lead and tell you it's awesome and I love it. I'll show you some pictures soon. Now, the other thing that was included in this update, I'm going to read it to you right from their website. So number one, new mode, film simulation, Reala Ace. Number two, the camera focuses on different subject in the face frame, even though the AF is detecting the pupil. Okay, if you say so. Now, that's telling you they fixed that. So this is what they're saying. So the last update that Fuji did, people had tons of problems with their autofocus. And I seem to hear mostly in the comments on my videos, and people were messaging me that it was a problem more, it seems, with the XH2 and the XH2S. That's anecdotal. I don't have any hard evidence for that. But just from the feedback I received, it seems like that's where the biggest problem was. On the XT5, which I updated right away when that last firmware update came out, I was fine with the autofocus. I had no problems. It didn't really seem like it was much better. Maybe like a smidgen, a little bit more accurate. So that was that. I did a real quick autofocus test. I'll show you some footage and we'll talk about it for a minute before we get to Reala Ace. Number three, when the shutter button is half pressed at the same time as the AF illuminator light metering operation, the camera freezes in rare cases. Some people are having cameras freeze. They fixed that. Number four, the camera freezes in rare cases, while recording movies with an external monitor connected on the following conditions. Number five, a minor bug. And those are my favorites. Number five, that's what they fixed. They fixed a minor bug. So if you had a minor bug, if you were homesick and feeling a little under the weather with a minor bug, Fuji fixed it for you. Thank them. So let's talk about the autofocus, because I updated this right away. So maybe it was about 2 weeks ago that they updated this firmware. And then I immediately went away with my family and used Reala Ace and obviously the autofocus. Now, again, for me, the autofocus is working fine. It's still good. Is it better than it was before? I honestly have no idea. It seems about the same. But having said that, I had 0 issues with my Fujifilm X-T5 with the last update. So it wasn't like mine was going crazy all over the place with the autofocus and then it needed to be fixed. It was fine then and it's fine now. So I would say if you have an X-T5, go ahead and update it. I don't think you'll have any problems with the autofocus. It's going to be the same or maybe a smidge better than what you've been doing if you're a few firmwares behind. If you have an XH2 or a 2S, I don't know what to tell you at this point. Enter at your own risk. All right, now let's talk about the real beautiful update and why this update is just awesome. It's because of the new film simulation that Fujifilm has given us, which is Reala Ace. And I think it might be coming to more cameras at some point. Don't quote me on that, but I thought I saw a rumor in the rumor mill about that. If you know more about that, drop a comment. Let us all know. Enlighten us. But Reala Ace might actually be my favorite go-to all-around film simulation. It's kind of like Provia, except slightly more punchy with like a little bit more pizzazz or something. And I really have been enjoying it. And the thing that I love about this film simulation, outside of just it's a very natural, realistic look. So it's beautiful and great for skin tones and for people. It's great for nature. But even indoors in like poorly lit rooms, it preserves a pretty good, and with bad lighting, I should say, it preserves really good skin tones and it has a look to it that's natural. So I think Fuji has hit a home run with the Reala Ace Film Sim. And that's what I want to nail home in this video. If you've upgraded the camera, I highly recommend that you start rocking Reala Ace and thank me later, because it might just replace Provia for you as your standard everyday all around film sim. So this is kind of where I'm leaving my camera at this point, on Reala Ace, and that's my go-to, my new Provia, like I said, and then I'll adjust from there when I want a different look. So there it is. That's basically all I want to say about that. There's not too much to talk about other than to tell you that you should give it a try, upgrade your camera, and get it done, because you're going to love it. I guarantee you. The other thing, make sure you visit my sponsor, B&H Photo. If you're looking to buy a camera or a lens or anything, use one of my links in the description below, preferably the B&H links. B&H is the best camera store on earth, and they are very good to small creators like me, very supportive. So there you have it. So here's wishing you all an awesome day. Go and take some incredible pictures, my friends, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.